11. This video is about your GCSE written paper, and I'm going to be talking to you about section C. Now I just want to remind you about a few things about your paper. There are 3 sections, A, B and C. You know that A is compulsory and you're going to answer all 4 questions in A. Then you're going to choose if to answer B or section C. And if you're choosing section C, then this video is for you. So, section C, what's it about? You will know that section C is about a piece of live theatre, a play that you have seen, Romeo and Juliet, that we've been to see together. There are 2 questions in section B, number 9 and number 10 about acting, and 11 and 12 about technical. Now remember, you're either answering about acting or technical, not both. And each question has 2 parts. So your exam paper will look like this. The acting questions are 9 and 10. The technical questions are 11 and 12. Remember, you do not answer all 4. You choose either to answer 9 and 10 or 11 and 12. So, once you've chosen your questions, you're going to think about your exam technique. Read the question really carefully. Make sure you've chosen the right 2 questions. Can you answer the acting questions, or would you prefer to answer the technical ones? Highlight key phrases and words in the question to make sure you don't miss anything out. Once you've done that, you're going to start answering the questions. So, if you're choosing to answer about acting, you're going to be covering questions 9 and 10. These questions are as follows. Question 9 is a describing question and should include the following. A description of the roles you're choosing to evaluate. For example, you might choose Mercutio and Juliet. Describe the actor's acting skills, referring to key moments and how they impacted you as an audience. For example, how they used their voice, movement, gesture, facial expressions, how it made you feel as an audience member. Be detailed, use drama vocabulary and refer to specific key moments. Then you're going to move on and talk about question 10. Question 10 is an evaluating question. This question asks you to talk about the same actors that you talked about in question 9. You're making a judgment about how successful they were in creating the role or roles. Comment on whether you think the actors met the playwright's intentions. What did the playwright want for the actors, and did they manage to communicate that? How did the actors communicate the age or status or relationship of the characters to each other? Was it in the way they spoke, in the way they moved, in the way they reacted? What did that show you? What about the way they interacted with each other on stage? What did that communicate to you about the relationships with each other? Refer to voice, movement, facial expressions, interactions, tension. Again, all the vocabulary that you know and you know how to use. Make sure you are continually referring to key moments. Imagine your reader has never seen this production and therefore you need to be really, really detailed. If you are choosing to answer the technical questions, you are going to ignore questions 9 and 10 and instead answer 11 and 12. So let's talk about question 11. Question 11, again, is a describing question. So once again, you're going to identify the technical element you're writing about. For example, lighting or sound or costume. Then you're going to describe how that technical element created a sense of time or place or location. For example, how did the lighting help you understand where the scene was taking place? How did the technical element support characterisation? So if it's costume, how did the costume match the character and their personality? How did the technical element give meaning to the play? How did it support the storyline or any symbolism in the play? Once again, you must always refer to specific moments and give clear, detailed examples. So once you've done your describing question, you're going to move on and talk about your evaluating question. So this is question 12. An evaluating question. You should include the following. An evaluation of the success of your technical elements. So how successful was the lighting or the costume or the sound? How did they communicate the director's intention?